All Super Pro Wrestle persons are highly trained professional athletes. Do not attempt to copy their performances or actions. This program is solely intended for your viewing pleasure.
Moves have been missed.
She fell flat on my face. It was pure embarrassing.
Physics have been broken.
What the fuck happened there?
Laws of time and space shattered in an instant.
My legs.
Yes, this is entertainment, but the glitches are real. Whoever you are, whatever you do, please don't leave this at home.
Hello and welcome to Mr. Jackpots. I know, messing around here, just diving right into the action. And our first entrant, this randomly drawn thing, Onigiri Toru. Had a decent showing the other year. And his first opponent will be and representing, of course, Generation Y. That ain't no live for that one. And here we go.
What?
See the timer on the bottom right there. We'll of course pause it in between. Only runs bell to bell essentially. When that time expires, the two contestants in the ring at that time are locked in. One of them will be the winner of Mr. Jackpots 2024. Obviously still some time to go. Obviously realised too late that I actually did it 1 hour and 19 minutes as opposed to 119 minutes last year, but oh well, mistakes will happen. It's Super Pro Wrestle. Here they go, volleying each other in the ribs. Spin gives way first. It's the ropes flying clothesline. Snap suplex. Fireman as the referee, as always for these Mr. Jackpot shows. Nice hip toss there from spin. It's the ropes, misses with a sweet volley high. Right, Rana gets caught. Very back and forth thus far. Oh, pop up Rana. Again, looking for that volley, did not get it on that occasion. Again, looking for that volley, maybe knows something we don't. Oh, catches one there. Cover. Really taking it to the ace of maximum at the moment. The ropes again. Oh, sling blade. Sweeps the leg, followed by the big boy. Springs up top. Perks waiting. Takes the back, gets caught, belly kick. These two going for it, but it does beg the question, whichever one of them wins, what are they going to have left for whoever comes next? catches the knee, and that is it. Just like that, one down already. And just the first match out of the way, critical finish. Spin defeats Onigiri Toru. Who's next? Next up, Kea Soler. A newcomer. Betting live for this contest now. He had a solid showing on that Progress show. What can he pull off here? Good Bandor slam. Oh, and spin wasted no time but gets caught. And speaking of criticals, of course, we have seen firsthand how dangerous the sunburst, that finishing manoeuvre of Kea Soler's is. I have to think if he can hit that one here, it could be all over. This contest at least. The volley, but he's right back up. Definitely the fresher of the two. Bombs off the ropes, low drop kick. Welcome in. Some people surprising us, showing their appreciation for this action by throwing digital currency into the ring. Hello Brian, how you doing? Gets the sling blade, takes the back. The tiger knee, and now they go toe to toe. Big springboard moonsault. Too close to the rope, so. Oh, nice arm drag there. It's the exploder. And that's the knee that beat Onigiri Toru. Nice strike combination. Back to their feet. Knowing how dangerous both of their finishing moves are. As this mental game of chess continues. Oh! Tiger tail. Backslide, not quite from Herman. And spin into the ropes. Spinning facebuster. Gets the enziguri off though, takes the back. Flips out the back off the ropes. Huge kick there. There's the kick. Handspring volley. 2.9. Very, very close. Takes the back. German suplex. Nearly got it. It's the ropes. Oh, misdirection with the drop kick there. Catches the knee again though. Hooks the leg cover. Still can't keep Soler down. Round leg right back up. Oh, perhaps looking for the sunburst there. Instead takes the back. Neck breaker. Nearly knocked. Spin out of the ring with that one. Springboard elbow. Still has enough left to fight off whatever was to follow. And here they go again. Fists or kicks, which will be worth more on the strike exchange. Looks like it's kicks. And looking to go 2 in a row, really taking it to the newcomer now. Double stomp onto the chest. Blair could be on the ropes, figuratively and literally. Destroyer though. German suplex center. 3 count, Soler stays in. And who comes next? Firehawk. With the Centauro Persuasion.
What?
Here they go. And it's such a difficult match, this, to strategize. Especially as it gets later on. Do you take your time with someone if you're confident that you can beat them? Perhaps leaving less time against a fresher, tougher opponent? Or do you try and rush through the opposition? Little judo hip toss there. Firehawk likely to be one of the more experienced veterans in this contest. Long-time competitor. In and out of the Wrestleverse. Takes him down with the enziguri, right back up. Firing back now. Such an unorthodox arm drag, that variation that Soler uses. Caught in whatever he was trying there. Hitting the ropes now. Big knee right through the ropes. Follows with the drop kick. Firehawk trying to tell him, slow it down, kid. Nice vertical suplex. Misses the lariat. Back to the well though. Bangarang style facebuster. Followed with the drop kick. Shotgun right in the teeth. Huge lariat there. Right back up. Takes down his opponent. Gets those stomps in. Short arm clothesline though. Looking for that knee again. Driven right into the temple. Superman punch. Again. Firehawk able to turn the momentum, the tide of the match. Takes the back up, gets caught. Backbreaker across the knee from the elevated position. Into the sharpshooter. Belair just barely able to get to the ropes, takes the back again, gets caught. Those veteran wily instincts. Sunburst! It took a little too long trying to get the cover. And again the momentum switched with the brainbuster. Slides out the back on the second attempt, rolling elbow. Breaker again. Quick stem pants. And here they go, just swinging at each other's jaws. Super kick. So we're up top, frog splash. Hook. Only two. And stomp out the ribs. Slides out the back again, gets caught. Brain buster. Into the cover. Still can't put him away. There was the destroyer. Still. Anytime one of them gets something going, the other just manages to pull something out that keeps the momentum from going too far. Sunburst! Again though, was not able to get the cover in time. Third time. Busting Firehawk open with that one. Every time he's had it, he's already been so exhausted he can't make the cover. DDT! Looking for a four. Up in time this time. Can he put him away? But again, the veteran Firehawk not staying down. Lifts it up. Slides out. Enziguri. See the blood loss starting to cause Firehawk to tire a bit. Brainbuster on the buckle, going up top. Almost a flying variation of the sunburst there. Still taking it to him. Destroyer, center of the ring. What is he looking for here? It's the ropes. Missed. Firehawk's turn. DDT. Hell of a combination there. Looking to set up for that lariat perhaps. Nails it. Cover. 3 and Firehawk stays in it. What a hell of a match though.
And how much is Firehawk going to have left going forward? Who next? Familiar music giving away a member of the bourgeoisie. Dragon Spike, of course, 1/3 of the Menage a Trois champions. And here we go. Big European uppercut right out the gate. And just diving straight into the heel hook. Firehawk will need to be very, very careful here if he wants to keep going. Dragon Spike, the kind of guy loaded with submission moves that can end a match in an instant. And you see he's going for one here. North-south choke. Back to the heel hook. Trying to pick apart the limbs of his opponent here. Certainly Firehawk no slouch on the mat, but Dragon Spike is a different breed. Certainly won't put him away that quickly. And here they go trading. Dragon Spike generally is not the kind of person you want to get into a straight battle with. Every time he gets someone down, attacking the limbs, exhausting the extremities. If I can drop character for a second, because I can't hear it, I don't remember what background music this is. Hook to the gut. And that straight combination, we have seen him put away several people with that. Can Dragon Spike advance, or will Firehawk be the first this year so far to go 2 in a row? Body. Elbows. Up top, missed with the elbow. Manages to retain control, however. Taking it now, goes up top, drops the elbow. Only a 1 count. A lot of evasion going on in this one. Blowing apart the rib cage of one Firehawk there. count. Back to the arm. It sounds like this. You're welcome, Sasha. Oh, looking for it. The variation of the razor's edge does not do it. And here they go, toe to toe once more. Again, Dragon Spike getting the better of it. Tries to take the back, gets caught with those elbows right in the face. Rolls through into the Kimura. Again, ripping apart the body. Oh, straight jacket German suplex, a little bit too close to the ropes. Fights his way out. Dragon Spike perhaps thinking ground and pound. Take the leg again. He's at the ropes. So says the fireman. Volley right in the spine. Again back to the knee. Firehawk fights his way out. Clothesline. German suplex. Into the back suplex. Blammo with the lariat. Body, takes the back into the rear naked choke. Again, Firehawk still going, which you consider he'd already been through that match with Kata Soler. Showing hellacious fortitude here. Can he make him tap? He cannot. Not at this juncture. There's that combination again. Couldn't get running off with the lariat. Oh, what a stretch that is. Still manages to fight his way out. Back to the arm. Shot to the gut. Setting up. Oh no, off the ropes. Kitchen sink. Across the knee. Sharpshooter. And Dragon Spike. No choice but to tap. Firehawk goes 2 in a row. out next, Destroyer. Stomping all the way to the ring.
Fight.
And having been through 2 matches already, Firehawk is going to be feeling this one, I can guarantee you that much. Puts him right down there, fires back with a European uppercut. Neither of them European, of course, but the fireman lets it fly. Lover into the back, boots him clean in the head. Whammos him with a lariat. Fired back, and again. Now trying to choke out the veteran. Nothing doing yet, and here they go. Cuts him down with the chops to the chest. Don't worry, Sasha, you have a good time. Trying to bring it into the corner, but nope. Then off the ropes, knee to the gut. And again, Firehawk starting to take control. Has he got this figured out? I say as he gets suplexed into a paste. Nothing fancy there, just a bunch of kicks in the corner, trying to knock the wind out of his fresher opponent. Dropped right on his neck with the suplex. Fires back with a body slam before dropping the elbow. He is going for it. Destroy with a lariat. Gets caught by the boot though. Brain buster and a beauty. Here in the corner. Go for the cover. Only one. Destroyer, of course, definitely not someone you are going to put away that quickly. Charges in with the elbow. Whammo! A very similar looking lariat to the one that Firehawk uses. Straight jacket German. Cover up the kick out. Almost got the most Fire Pro ending of all time. Power bomb right on the neck. Nice drop kick maneuver there to dodge the lariat. Drives Destroyer into the mat. Hooks the leg. And you can see he is really starting to tire. And here they go again. Just such brutal shots to each other. As evidenced, he's going off the ropes, flattens him, but he's right back up. Before being dropped on his neck again, good God. Hurricane to the back of the head. But still trying to fight back. What does he have left in the tank? Curbstone. Cover. Still, he's able to keep going. Drops the elbows back of the head this time. Destroyer using that strength. Push him back off the rope. Big time lariat. And again, he keeps coming.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, Destroyer now. Barbed wire baseball bat swinging wildly. Has to block the shot. Gets caught with the combo. Off the ropes. Big time lariat of his own. Destroyer back up this time. Spear. Cover. Still can't keep him down. Headbutt. 2.9. Hellacious powerbomb. Into the bull stretch. Can't put him away. The fireman's down. And there's the cover, but no referee. Could that be costly to Firehawk? Curb stomp again. He's still moving. He's still in this brainbuster. Might not be for long. Almost out on his feet. Dropped on his neck again. Right back up. Dodges the takedown. There's the combo. You fool! He stood up, backbreaker. Destroyer not tapping. It's a brutal fight at this point. Lures Firehawk with the elbow. Drops him on his neck again. Cover. Still, he will not stay down. Tossed out of the ring. Looking for a brainbuster of his own. Maybe setting up for that lariat. Big time. Whammo! Still cannot keep him down. Destroyer just firing up even more now. It's the rope spear. And now the elbows right into the neck. Backbreaker, likes to follow. with the sharpshooter. And he gets it. 3 in a row for Firehawk. God and indeed Dan. %100% well earned, both of them, but it is Firehawk who will continue in this tournament. And there's some familiar music. Duncan Furious next up to the plate. We've already seen one of his teammates out here tonight manage to get a win by way of critical. Can we have a repeat? Judo takeover. Caught by the boot. Missed with the drop kick though. Expecting to see some of Furious's viciousness on display out here. Caught with that high kick again. Caught with the drop kick this time. You have to think Firehawk must be running on pure adrenaline at this point. I believe it was John Blood who had the longest run ever on a Mr. Jackpots. It ended to the current Super Pro Wrestle champion, on Canadian Zebra of course. I believe that was 6 in a row. Firehawk could get up there if they can continue this form. It says they get scoop slammed to the outside on a chair.
5 minutes gone.
Another lovely takeover there, followed with the vertical suplex. Jamming a fork in the head, reopening the wound from one of the prior matches. Of course, our medical staff at ringside have been doing a great job in between these encounters. Take over again. Hoisted up and out of the ring.
1, 2.
Firehawk taking the smart move, retakes the center of the ring. Trying to catch some deep breaths there. Furious is just relentless. Look at this. Hoisted up. Backbreaker. Wouldn't be the first one he's won with this. But can't get it this time. And continuing to try and damage that wound. I think that early kick out more out of just anger than anything else. Again, just jamming the fork into Firehawk's head. And off the ropes. A lot of this nothing fancy, just stuff that will hurt. And again, the same thing is said of a lot of Firehawk's offense. Well, you don't see so much of that out of him. Slides it up. Oh, slides out the back. Saw it coming. Gets caught. Still can't put Furious away. Get kabombed. Big drop kick there. Furious on offense will get caught. Suplex. Impaler. He's won many a match with that one. Followed with the brain buster. One up top. Flying tornado DDT. And again, toe to toe they go. How the hell is Firehawk still going at this point? Across the back. Oop. Still couldn't get the victory though. The form he has been on, you would not bet against him. Scrappy there. Just both fighting for the ascendancy in this one. And he knows that's not going to get him the win. He's trying to choke Firehawk, weaken him, make it harder to breathe. Top again, maybe looking for another flying DDT. Oh no, a European uppercut this time. Came into that one with high velocity. This was the DDT attempt of his own, did Firehawk. Still in control though. There's the combo. Didn't get the chance to follow. Furious has been relentless. Ducks the lariat. Impaler! Cover! Still cannot keep Firehawk down. Blocks the sharpshooter attempt. Had that combo scouted, knew it was coming. Oh, periodic table, but too close to the ropes. And again, just trying to exhaust the worn out Firehawk, who hits the combo, could be looking for the lariat. Lance Furious, who's back up, rammed into the turnbuckle. Fixes them trumps. And here they go again. Exchanging discuses. Get something to miss. The desperation on display from Furious. Table again, too close to the ropes. the buckle. Land up top. Gets blocked. And just again biting him. Kablamo. Arm trap suplex. Nothing doing. Going to the eyes. Suplex all the way to the floor.
1, 2, 3.
One back toward the centre of the ring. Referee fighting back. Hits that high drop kick right into the chest again. Larry of his own. And again back to the biting, just trying to lacerate the forehead of Firehawk. Oh, hoists him up. Drives him down. Nearly gone. Neckbreaker. Firehawk could be on his last legs here. Huge drop kick. Cleaning the kneecap there. Oh, caught with the German. Again. Back suplex. Periodic table. Still cannot keep Firehawk down. Impaler. Surely has to be it. There's a determination in Firehawk we have not seen here for some time. Brainbuster. Just a refusal to stay down. Again trying to choke the life out of him, but too close to the ropes. Top drops the elbow right into the back. What is it going to take for one of these two to stay down? Caught with the drop kick again. Right back up into a series of elbows. Bertram waiting. Again, the European uppercut right into the back of the head. Still not staying down. Goes up top. Elbow. And back. So back and forth this one. Swinging backbreaker. And again back to the wound. And Brainbuster, it was quite some time before either of them scored there. Backbreaker. Into the sharpshooter. And Firehawk, against all odds, does it again. 4 in a row. A very, very well earned 100% there, as we've wasted no time going to the next match. It's Mr. Box. Betting now live for Mr. Box versus Firehawk Centaur. This 5 in a row for Firehawk. He's going to have to be very wary of the box cutter though. A move that Mr. Box can hit from pretty much anywhere. It's the drop kick. You see the taunting, the confidence that Mr. Box must have coming into this one against someone who's been through so many matches already. Box going to the eyes. As you can see, the medical team ringside has done a great job sealing up that wound on the head of Firehawk. Mind games on display. And Mr. Box. Oh, going for the nipples, the titty twister. Diving headbutt there. And Mr. Box. The ropes kitchen sink knee into the gut. Can't put Mr. Box away. Swing in neck breaker. Oh, plants him down. It may not got the fall, but the move with that damage. Certainly something that could turn the match around. This is. You see Mr. Box stomping a mud hole in one Firehawk Centaur. Big spinebuster there. It's caught by the suplex. Back to the titties. Fireman's having none of it. Setting up for the lariat. Plants him. Just pants. Lariat. Mr. Box keeps getting back up though. blocks a suplex, one of his own. And just slamming Firehawk out of the ring. Wasting no time getting back in. He wants back in the fray. He wants to put Mr. Box away. Oh, what's Box firing up for? A chop! Brainbuster! The Box Buster. Setting up for a lariat. Kersmack! Box takes it back. So back and forth, and you have to wonder, how does he keep going? How does Firehawk keep fighting? Up and down on the back. And for the sharpshooter, you can see the worry in the face of Mr. Box. And Firehawk does it again. Now, I will have to double check. I will have to look at the records, but I believe we could be in record equaling territory here. As Firehawk puts down another. And out next. Gamble Apocalypse of the Bean Club. Obviously knew from the music it was one of them. Could he be the one to end this illustrious streak?
What?
Of course, until recently, one half of the simultaneous champions that lost at the Hyper Bowl, those titles, him and Six Jack lost them to DMV of Goliath. You'll have to think that Gamble is going to be looking to get back to winning ways right here. Flipping them back and forth. Or just lariat. See some smart tactics, the evasion being used by Firehawk, knowing the beating that he has taken. And he is up against a tough competitor here, make no mistake about that. Flex, nails him. DDT and a beauty. That was judo takeover still. Something that will knock the wind out of the opponent, as will that spear in the corner.
5 minutes gone.
Drops the elbow. Gamble firing back. Let's be honest, Firehawk is on the run of a lifetime here. beating he's taken, you would have to imagine it's going to take something special to keep him down with the momentum he is picking up. It's the lariat. Could be it. Rambo kicks out. Notice him attacking all over the body, trying to completely wear his opponent down. Toss. Superman punch. What the hell? Launched him with that one. Rambo just kicking out. Tiger driver of his own. And I think that is the closest we have seen anyone to pinning Firehawk in quite some time in this gauntlet. Rambo again. Oh, the fireman's down again. Twice in one night. Hits the frog splash. Couldn't get into the cover in time. Belly all the way to the outside.
1, 2, 3.
Looking to launch him with that bomb again. Could be record breaking. Not quite. People throwing money into the ring for Firehawk. Hello. Hip toss. And here they go once more. Biscuit. Spinning high heel. Nice vertical suplex. He's got Tiger Driver again. And the streak is over. It was a record equaling run, matching John Blood in the first gauntlet, Mr. Jackpots, but Firehawk is eliminated by the Pearl Necklace Plunge. Next out, Pumpkin Spice. Who at the very least is known for performing pretty damn well in hyperballs. Betting is now live for Gamble Apocalypse versus Pumpkin Spice. Back. Nice Pele kick. And strong style trading at the backs there. Gamble telling her to slow down, kid. Despite Pumpkin Spice being the more experienced of the two. Hook to the gut. Oh, trying for the victory roll. Shades of his hero, the Hitman there. That's Agent 47, by the way, not Bret Hart. Known for a victory roll is Agent 47. Body, body, body. And there's the head cannon. Followed by the crossbody. A toss and a beauty. And locking Gamble right up there. Oh, you tease you. There we go. The palm strikes. The Pumpkin Spice getting the better of that exchange. Then full speed into the ropes with the back body drop though. And again, kick the back of the head this time. Takes the back, slides out. And again, just driving the head right into the midsection, dodges the fire. Certainly is a spicy pumpkin. Oh, and locks in the submission, which of course hurts more because it's on the floor. It must be true. It rhymes. Looking for the pearl necklace plunge though. Nearly put Pumpkin Spice away with that one. Dodges the flambe yet again. A little bit of showing off there. Trying to take out the legs. And the Pumpkins had legs. Gets the ropes. Dodges the kick. Pumpkin Spice up top. Turns with a splash. Nearly putting Gamble away. Oh, going to the eyes. Spinning the head and patting the belly at the same time. Head cannon. Hoisted up. Oh, Steiner screwdriver. Into the pin. But it is certainly Gamble Apocalypse in the ascendancy at the moment. Lincoln Space just says, haha, I will sidestep, and then I will not. Back to the submission. Gamble setting up once more. Off the ropes. Superman punch. Lincoln Space firing back yet again. Gets caught. Belly kick. Do that, a little dance. Keep on doing a little dance. And it could be costly as there is the permanentless plunge once more. And that is what does it. Pumpkin Space. Taking too much time to have fun, Maggle. And it is Gamble that advances. Two in a row now. But who will be next? Oh shit. Music might not be immediately recognisable as it is a fairly new theme for Diceros. And coming in more than halfway through this match, business, you could say, has just picked the fuck up. You know, obviously, Diceros in there with certainly a more experienced competitor, but just such an extremely powerful man. As we saw at the last Prograt show, where he not only won his match, but won the Battle Royal at the end as well. Did not fare too well in the Hyper Bowl, but as we've so often seen in the past, luck factors into that heavily. And just tossing Gamble out of the ring.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Gamble going after the legs.
6, 7,
It just gets floored.
9, 10.
Surprise, motherfucker!
Suplex. And people showing their appreciation for this great match by tossing digital currency back into the ring. Welcome in, Chainsaw. Back and forth they go. Irish whip, splash in the corner. And again. Just a relentless tank of a human. Again, just repeatedly splashing Gamble in the corner. Gamble having just enough to try and fight out of having more damage done to him. Headbutt there. Blocks a suplex. There's one of his own. Trying for the cover. Only one. DDT. Spiking. The big man on his head, and again. Huge scoop slam. And again. Back to the cover. Still only one. Takes the back. Triceratops off the ropes. Catches the headbutt. Fall away slam. Trying to apply the choke there to Diceros. Trying to wear the big man down any way he can. Pearl necklace plunge. And Gamble has already been through 2 tough matches. It's certainly a big ask to ask him to take out a third in the form of this man. But by God, he is going for it. The toss. You see the exhaustion already in Gamble. Clothesline. And just floors him with the headbutt. Cannot keep him down. It's the clothesline again. Gamble in the corner with the clothesline. Going toe to toe. Suck it. Spin kick. Headbutt. And you see Becerra sucking wind a bit there. That could be the opening for Gamble. Pile driver. Absolutely spiked him. And that is it. Diceros advances. As we await to find out who will be next. Take on the tank from Botswana. It's the Swedish ace, Scotty 2 Clarkey. Hard-hitting competitor, no mistake, former Super Pro Wrestle Grand Champion. Lost that title in controversial circumstances last year. And he has a tough fight ahead of him here. And that is one thing he cannot do. As talented, as skilled as he is, he cannot match power with Diceros. Suplexed all the way to the outside. Trying for a super. Again, you can't even get him up for the suplex. Such is the power of Diceros. I'm gonna have to wear him out a bit before he starts trying moves like that. This is what he needs to use his speed. He needs to use his technique. He has plenty of both. Again, back to the drop toe hold into the choke. We did see Gambo trying to apply chokes to Diceros as well. We did see the effects of that. Diceros sucking wind. That could be the end. Kicks the leg out the leg. Only one. Sends him off the ropes and just drives straight through him. And all of these moves, as well as doing damage, will be knocking the wind out of the Swedish Ace, which is not what he needs in an encounter like this. But he is using his skill to great effect here. This was the DDT judo throw. Now trying to weaken the upper body. They are more than most of the way. Oh! Siren Nui! The big man just forces his way out of that one. Michinoku driver, an old favourite of the Swedish Ace. Takes the back, kicks the leg out the leg, and again back to the Kimura. With the leg wrapped around the neck, Milano collection style. The ropes and just drives the headbutt in. Can Swedish do it? Putting caution in the shotgun seat, flying to the outside. Gets alley-ooped on the floor. There's the headbutt. And there's 3 of the 4 on the floor. Just barely Diceros beats the count. Swinging the chair wildly. Hits the ropes. Dodged beautifully. Hits the Urinagi again. But just gets alley-oop all the way to the outside.
2, 3.
Again, caught on the ropes this time. Whipped into there. Oh, dodged the splash. Shining Wizard into the Bulldog. Back and forth they're going. Sustaining wizard back of the head. Not stopping there. Sliding drop kick. He is taking it to Diceros now. Taking a moment to catch his breath. Could be a smart move. Flattening him up top. Superplex. And it is Diceros up first. There's the fourth. Could not keep him down. And there's that charging headbutt. And just like that, Diceros eliminates another. He came in at a lucky time. Who can stop this man? He could be one to beat, but then so could this man. You talk about business picking up. Diceros versus Mark and Sony. You want to talk about big meaty men? You're going to be smacking some meat and then some. Ding ding, ref says go, and immediately the backbreaker. I haven't even seen Diceros pull out his finishing maneuver yet. That stampede spear he uses. Knock the wind out of anyone. But he is in against a tough competitor here. Backhand. Revving up the cheeks. There we go. Just gets floored by that right hand. Clothesline by Diceros, followed by the falling headbutt. And here we go, big meaty men smacking meat. That's what you wanted. It's what you threw money in the ring for. Here we go. Who's going to get the better of it? It is Ansoni. Takes him into the turnbuckle. He recovers way too quick. It's the Superman punch. Back, revving up those cheeks once more. Ansoni off the ropes. Dodges the Superman punch. Big suplex. Into the corner. Backhand. And we know Ansoni has a great engine on him. That could be just what he needs here, considering what we've seen of Diceros so far. Diceros at times just looks like he's just warming up. Big clothesline. Oh, shot to the gut. The first trap locked in. Diceros escapes. Launches him to the centre. Could be looking for the Stampede Spear. Lands him. But cannot keep him down. Pulling him in for the Bulldog. Backhand again. And now revving up the cheeks. Could be looking for what he calls she calls it the rear view. Does not get it. Alley-oop into the corner. Could be setting up for that headbutt. Such a debilitating move. And the trio of spears. Oh, you see him getting exhausted a little. And Sony up top. Frog splash. Firing up the cheeks once more. Huge back body drop. Off they down go. Not how you structure that sentence, but shut up, people. Into the rock spinning backhand. And here we go again. Smacking meat. They're smacking meat, Maggle. They love to smack meat on Saturday nights. Big chop there. And backhands Diceros all of the way out the ring. You have to think Diceros is going to be angry about that one. Being made to look like a fool. Caught by the Pele though. Nice Finley roll from Ansoni. Huge back body drop. Follows with the belly to belly. Get them cheeks. Again, just driving the head into the opponent's head. Before lining up for the trio. The splashes once more. And Sony recovers. Finley roll. Never thought about what to do next. Superman punch. Likes to follow with what he calls it the rear view. Dodge. Driven across the coconut crush. Headbutt. We are veering into the territory of whoever wins, what will they have left? Another brutal headbutt. And Sony just buying himself a breather there. There's the combo. Setting up the cheeks. Into the cover. Cannot put him away. Stoves him with the clothesline. And So back and forth, and Sony busted open now. Heli kick. He stood up. Just repeating the clothesline. And Sony in that prone position. Another brutal headbutt into the cover. Could be it. And Sony's still going. And more smacking meat. You want more smacking meat? You're getting more smacking meat. Runner, look. They're smacking meat. They're smacking meat. Superman punch. Not stopping. Flies in with the cheeks. Dodge. Whammo. And there is that headbutt. We've seen him put several people away with that. Not just tonight either. Smacks the ass. Big boy. Cover. Could be up. Not this time. And I thought maybe he was setting up for that Stampede Spear again, but too exhausted. Runs through on Sony instead. Both men down. As you can see the time on the bottom right, we are approaching the final quarter of Mr. Jackpots. And Sony is having to endure this relentless assault from Diceros. Pummeling the man, backhandle, trying to get himself back in the game. You fools! And now Diceros taking it to the outside. Everything hurts more on account of it being on the floor. But that works both ways. Burning loin hammer on the floor. And you would think that would be enough to get the count out, but he just popped back up. Sony up the ropes. Couldn't hit, couldn't connect with it. Lord, once more. And that created Joy launched and Sony in the ribs there. Throwing him in though. Bulldog. Heads up top. Could be thinking. First trap off the top. Could put him away with it. And we are back to smacking meat. How do you like your meat? Medium, rare, I like mine smack. Headbutt, big, smack to end that battle. Under 30 minutes remain for Mr. Jackpots in terms of match time. Diceros off the ropes again. There's the headbutt. And Sony right back up. Flies into the cheeks. Can't keep him down. Finlay roll. Both men exhausted at this point. Throwing him in once more. Bulldog. Up top. First trap. Locked in. Nowhere to go. But oh, he was just too close to the ropes. Back up next for Joey Lawrence, and again just booting the ribs into dust. And here come the splashes. And Sony taking an absolute pounding. Which is unusual, he's atop. Big splash. Looking for the Stampede Spear once more. Hits it. Cover. Still can't keep him down. And Sony looks out on his feet. What is it going to take? Suplex. Burning line hammer. Leg is hooked. Diceros won't stay down. Back to the corner. Thinking Stampede again. Absolutely darted him, but cannot keep Ansoni down. Uranagi didn't get them time for the big boy. Smacks the ass. Huge back body drop there from Diceros. And again, whoever wins this, what are they going to have left? Pile driver. Off the ropes. Hits the cheeks. Cover. And he gets him. And Sony stays in. What an absolute fight between two big boys. %100% well earned by both men. But what does Ansoni have left for whatever comes next? And our next entrant, representing Goliath. You heard the lack of enthusiasm there in Flan Cabaret. Trevor. Who has been instructed, we understand, to go out and run up the clock.
Move this man!
Against a very, very tired Mark Ansoni. And we do have less than 30 minutes left on the clock.
What?
26 to be precise. You would have to think that anyone has the endurance to get through the match he just did and beat someone else. It has to be Ansoni. Who, like him or not, is a skilled wrestler. You see the exhaustion coming into play on Ansoni, who would usually be hitting much harder than this. Again, those fists to the head, perhaps trying to reopen that wound. Ansoni refusing to even stay down on the mat, trying to stay on his feet, hitting Trevor with everything he has. And you don't want to get in a titty smack battle with that man. Even those pins, Trevor knows he's not going to put away Ansoni this quick. Even with the beating he's taken. He did get a little bit of recovery time. He's just doing as he's been asked. Trying to run up the clock. Snaps with a neck breaker into the banana hammock. Relax handle in with the cheeks.
Bring it.
Oh, a European uppercut, back of the head. Ansoni must be dazed. Still has enough to suplex Trevor all the way to the outside. With the Superman punch, a bit slower to the punch. He's been through so much already. Hoists him up, though, burning loin hammer. Bit slow in getting to the cover. And that might be what saved Trevor there.
10 minutes gone.
Forcing Ansoni to expend energy with those kickouts of, let's be honest, moves he knows are not going to put him away. German suplex into the takedown. Cross faces. Trying to daze Ansoni. Very much the crowd favourite, of course. Big splash in the corner. Gets caught though. Tiger suplex to the floor. And that is a game changer. Ansoni fighting back with everything he has.
8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16,
Beats the count back into the ring.
18.
Trevor does the same. Speaking of the count, we are closing in on the 20-minute mark. Men smacking meat right here. Discus lariat. Drops the dumbbell stomp right on the small of the back. Irish whip reversed. And Trevor just again wasting time. We are now under the 20-minute mark. Burning line hammer though. Not able to make the cover in quick time. Gets it though. And just the difference of a split second means that this one's still going. Using those thighs to try and choke the life out of Trevor more than he deserves. And so little Uranagi didn't get in time for the big boy. Again, just drives the knee into the back. And back with the Finlay roll. Tell them stay down. Trevor says no you. Off the ropes. Flies into the European uppercut again. And you notice now that more damage has been done, Trevor has not been going for the cover. Gets caught. This could be the first trap. Locks it. And Trevor taps. And Ansoni still in this one. '94, but who is next for Ansoni? Brick Brickoferson, the former champ, playing his life, out next to take on Mark Ansoni. Scant time remaining on the clock.
Fucking! Boo!
I concur. He has beaten Ansoni before, albeit in controversial circumstances. Here we go. Little over 18 minutes remaining on the clock. Kicks the leg out the leg. Sony already through 2 grueling battles, especially that outstanding match against Iceros. Get them cheeks, he tells him. Just simple work from Brick, trying to wear Ansoni down. Constantly going back to the chin lock, knowing how tired Ansoni must be already at this point. Again, back to the chin lock. Get cheeked, idiot. Puts the brakes on. Takes it back. Drop kick. It's all simple stuff. And Ansoni, the stronger of the two. Oh, he's looking to give him a really good spanking. Brick manages to escape. And moves like that as well run up the clock. Rana. And here we go, take smack battle. Brick breaking with the sportsmanlike conduct of the take smack battle as well by getting a few punches in. There's the combo. Firing up the cheeks. This is a drop kick. Not that one though. And just gets backhanded into oblivion. And Sony's setting up for the Superman punch. Getting the cheeks ready. Could be it. Brick kicks out. Whatever you say about him, whatever you say about his tactics, former champion for a reason. Before he got bludgeoned to a bloody pulp by Eden, who's currently injured. It's a buckshot. drop kick. And you can see the tactics of Brick changing, now believing he has to try and get Ansoni out of the way. Cannot stop himself from the taunting though. Up top, huge drop kick. Locked in the first trap, Brick escapes, super kick. Just reminding everyone he has that Brick handy. Technically regarded as an illegal move, of course. But not on the outside as he nails him with the Brick layer. And they're fighting dangerously close to the count here. Up top, Brick with a frog splash. And here's a titty smack battle once more. Brick again getting those jabs into the jaw of Ansoni. But you cannot contend with a palm strike like that. Neck breaker. Nice hurricane runner from Brick. Still can't keep him down. And for the three amigos. Brick with the super kick. Drop kick as well. Closing in on 10 minutes. Nails Brick with the cheeks. Looking for the burning loin hammer. Gets it. Series took a little too long trying to get the cover there. The ropes and the referee's down. More digital currency being thrown into the ring. Hello again. Super kick from Brick. Oh! You just got bricked. Busting Ansoni open. Referee back up. And Brick wins. Only around 10 minutes remain. Who will be next? It's Kingpin Jim. Save us, Jim. Here we go. 10.5 minutes remain. Obviously, quite a bit of history between these two. Not just these two, but between Kingpin Jim and Goliath in general. time waste with the punches in the corner.
Give up.
Beautiful spike DDT, followed by the knee.
Give up.
We are under 10 minutes remaining, closer to 9. Break off the ropes. Ran it into them. Leapfrogs and again. Trying to tire Brick out perhaps.
5 minutes gone.
Top trade. Brick's jabs get the better of it.
Give up.
That's weird submission move. He did tap out Kent Partridge with that at Squad Roll Scramble. Brick though. Canadian Destroyer off the top. Into the cover. 8 minutes. And again. That's the cover. And again, Brick running up time here. Looking for the Jim Jam Arcade Edition. He is taking it to Brick right now.
Bring it.
Dodges the cheeks. Free of Joe Lawrence and just booting in the ribs of Kingpin Jim. Superman punch. And again, Brick running up the clock. We are under 7 minutes. Leg drop back of the head. That is the leg drop that won him the title. Does not win him the match on this occasion. Looking for the Three Amigos. Jim nails the kick. Brick back in control. Hit the cheeks. Could be looking flash kick maybe. Brick saw it coming. Six minutes. Driving him down the mat. Brick Lair. Jim right back up. Busted open. Angry. Ready to fight. Flash kick. Brick right back up. Reverses the Irish whip. And again just trying to further open the wound on the head of Kingpin Jim. Shiny metal ass. Hits it again. Flash kick. Brick dodges it. Jim Jam Arcade Edition. Brick kicks out. Bulldozed. Less than 5 minutes remain. Trying for that destroyer again, backward to the outside. Jim, caution in the shotgun seat, flying all the way to the outside.
6, 7, 8, 9,
Again, you see this brick running up the time.
15.
Brick with the bricklayer. Jim back up again. Cheeks his way out of that one. Shiny metal ass. Flying clothesline. Both men down. Under 4 minutes remain. Nice runner there from Brick. Looking for the leg drop, gets it. Jim right back up. Straight into the Three Amigos. Another suplex. Takes the back, bricklayer. Into the cover, 3 minutes. And Brick wins. Not sure why he went for the pin so quick. He did seem to be trying to run up the clock. Maybe he's misjudged. C. Diddy could be the last hope for Super Pro Wrestle. Obviously has a bone to pick with Goliath as well, having lost the Pier 6 Championship to Gay Kane. Well, here we go. 2:55 on the clock. Clobbering him. Brick looking for the roll up. Kick the leg at the leg. Irish whip into the corner. Less than 2 minutes. There from Brick, who hits the ropes. again. Powered through with the backbreaker there. 1 minute.
5 minutes gone.
Lines at the back. Proplex. Into the STF. Leg kick to the leg. 30 seconds. If no one wins in that time, then it is between these two. But with the atomic drop, 10 seconds. And here it is. One of these two will be Mr. Jackpots 2024. Super Pro Wrestle versus Goliath. It comes down to this. Back to the STF. Drives in the knee. Looking for the destroyer, gets it. Into the cover, not like this.
10 minutes gone.
Super kick from Brick. He's back to his feet though.
2, 3.
Destroyer again though. Bricklayer. Did he right back up into the destroyer? Come on like this. Super kick from Brick. Tried for that Rana, slid under it, drops the fist. Goes through with the backbreaker again. And another, into the cover. Not enough to keep Brick down. And you can't keep a good Brick down, but he is not a good Brick, he's a bad Brick. Destroyer, Brick pulling out all the stops. Closest yet on that occasion. Now see that he busted open.
2, 3.
Suplex and or beauty. Diddy trying to take it back into the ring. You see the simmering anger in him there. Wearing that crimson mask, getting ready to get his hands on Brick. It's the ropes. Torpedoes him with a shoulder block. Backbreaker again. Jumps in with the cutter. Cover. Still not enough. The reverses, short arm clothesline, suplex. And that, by Brick's standards, a huge risk there. Trying to phase out of reality. Super kick. It's the back, gets caught. Sorts him in the jaw. Retakes the centre ring, telling Brick, bring it on. Hoists him up. Into the gut buster. Really taking it to Brick here. Saw that Brick was moving. Step down off the turnbuckles. There's that spinning scoop slam. Brick with the destroyer. Into the cover. But still he kicks out. And this Brick on offense gets caught. Drops the fist. Repeated punches to the back of the head there, hoists him up. Gutbuster. Perhaps setting up for the shoulder block. Nails him. Backbreaker again. Cover. Cannot keep him down. Trading blows. Super kick. Oh, he's firing up. Big fucking lariat there. Oh, he just got bricked. Come on. Not like this. Not like this. He kicks out. Brick trying to play the mind games, gets caught with that kick to the gut. Trying to fire up, but you can see he is exhausted from the blood loss. Setting up. Huge pounce. And he gets him. C. Diddy is Mr. Jackpots 2024. And you can see what it means to him. It came down to the old rivalry, but it's Super Pro Wrestle victorious tonight. C. Diddy is Mr. Jackpots 2024. That'll wrap it up for Mr. Jackpots then. Thank you. Good night.